The next meeting that we have, we actually meet again at City Hall. It's September 1st, our 15-year anniversary of Hempology 101. And so we meet at City Hall, but we leave at 7:30 because we want to go to the ledge and have our picture taken there. And so that's coming up September 1st, 7 o'clock. We meet at City Hall, 7:30. We're taking off to get our picture taken. We make postcards. We tried to last year, but we got too late there, and the picture didn't turn out bright enough. But we're hoping to make another postcard this year. We're going to give out the trophy bongs and the prizes for the contest that we had 2 weeks ago on September 1st. So we'll do a little photo op at the ledge with all sorts of things there. So again, congratulations to all of our contest winners. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that Hempology 101 does. It might be the end of our season of our weekly meetings. We used to do it every single Wednesday, but we still have several meetings throughout the year. I'm going to tell you about them. There's Halloween, there's cannabis caroling, and otherwise the September's a kickoff of UVic. But we started a little late, and I'm going to street meets. There are more things happening. That is true. And I'll try to tell you all about it in the game. But there's always more on the website. We'll talk about that too. Let's just do it. Okay? If I could get all of our contestants, Kyla's your fourth, who has not played the game before. And over here we have, oh yeah, Fred. You're in the game, but oh, Fred's a little preoccupied right now. Right on. And one of our friends had to take off for a moment. Mike, would you mind substituting for a minute here? I have one of the players tonight has stepped out, but so you're just substituting till he comes. With our luck, as soon as you get started, the game will be on. Oh, what are you doing, Kristen?
Never mind.
Oh, now you're teasing people. Uh-oh. Sorry. Yeah, no, Kyla's over here. And thanks for helping out here. Right on. Yeah, like I say, reach for the pot. This is the world's only cannabis game show. There's nothing like this at all anywhere you go, that's for sure. So, there's 10 chances to get points. 8 of them are trivia questions where I'll ask a question, and hitting the buzzer is clapping. So as soon as you clap, you got to give me an answer. You can talk to your teammates and think all you want, but as soon as I hear clapping, and if I don't hear clapping, I don't believe the answer's been given. But yeah, got to hear a little bit of enthusiasm. That's right, a little bit of enthusiasm. Thank you very much. And then I'll come and you give up your answer. If you get it right, it's worth 20 points. And if you don't, the other team gets a chance for 20 points. And if nobody gets that, then I try to give out some hints. You get another chance for 10 points. And then if you don't get the 10 points, we do multiple choice for 5. There's a couple other chances to get points. We'll explain them when we get to them. But that's the basic. So first question each week we ask something about either Hempology 101 or what we call our sister club, the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada. As the police noted, I sell medical marijuana, and I have for over 14 years. You okay, John? Okay. Can you play the game, Mike? I just roped you in for a question. Well, he was saying he's okay. Yeah, okay, come on, John. Okay, thank you so much. I should have waited. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, John just had to go deal with some business. There he is. Thank you. Well, he didn't know he was in the game till 2 minutes ago. But he was, yeah, like most of the players here, really. But anyway, yeah, the first question is about the Cannabis Buyers Club. As the police noted, I have another group in town. I got now like 3,200 sick people. Most of them don't have Health Canada licenses. Maybe 400 or 500 out of that group do. Ironically, most of them now supply themselves, and we've helped them do it, giving them the forms and stuff. But at the same time, you know, it is a very interesting organization. I started in a van. I started all this stuff you know, moving here 15 years ago, September, with nothing but a van. I eventually got a pager and a pamphlet and started to help sick people. And did that for about 4 or 5 months before I got an apartment. Then I worked out of an apartment for almost 5 years before the police ironically told me to get a store. And when we opened up the store, my landlord wanted me to get a bookstore out front. Or a store, sorry. So we decided to do a bookstore. You know, I try to give out some advice about breaking the law and doing stuff like that. You saw me, like, you know, you got to be cooperative. That's one thing. Another thing, if you're going to get a storefront, you're going to do something illegal inside. Don't name it after yourself. It's really incriminating. I learned because I called my store Ted's Books. It really wasn't that smart in some ways, but everybody knows me, I guess, or should, in my opinion. But that's just me. So anyway, I called it Ted's Books. Didn't last for that long, but that's the question here. What caused, or what was the reason that Ted's Books came down in the front? Kristen?
One of our members got cut off and then he went and ratted us up to the cops.
The first raid at the Cannabis Buyers Club was from one of our members, like you say. He got cut off because I caught him selling pot to somebody else. One of the worst things about our club is because we have got such good pot and cookies and stuff, everybody else wants in on it, right? It's kind of catch-22 in some sense. So we've unfortunately had to police that, or otherwise we're just like this open store and we're going to get shut down. And some of the raids happened because of that. The first raid happened out of vengeance. Somebody wanted to shut our club down, and because we cut him off because he was making money selling it to his buddy. That was the first raid, January 2002. We kept Ted's Books going after that raid. So that was not the cause of the first, of Ted's Books, the sign being taken down. We were still going strong, but Walbrand's clapping. What was it? What was the cause? What was the reason that Ted's Books was no longer in business? Well, that was the first raid. No, when the cop came in, no, it was not the first raid. No, it wasn't the first raid. That was their guess. But what was the reason? What happened? And I can't give out any more hints than that. Okay, well, I'm going to take Fred's guess because he's clapping. What was it? Somebody broke into the store. We have had lots of robberies. That's now why I got like gates and steel bars and all this stuff everywhere. But it wasn't actually a robbery that ended up causing it. Oh boy, here we go. Kristen thinks she knows. What was it?
Do not name it after yourself because it was.
Ironically, the guy that told me to get the store, Sergeant Darren Lauer now, who I actually challenged to a boxing match last year for Cops for Cancer, and he hasn't been able to do it. I think Cops for Cancer isn't into it. He was all over it, but yeah, I challenged Lars to a boxing match, and hasn't happened yet. He was actually the police officer that told me to get the store in the first place, and he was the one who told me to take Ted's Books down. It was because he just arrested me like the day before from the second raid at the Cannabis Buyers Club. We've been through 4, we've beaten every single charge. Now we have a bakery trial coming up. Our bakery got raided. That's a long way of saying that, yes, for 10 points, it was the second second raid, and being told, no, like, you gotta shut the bookstore down. It was a little much. I sold books and papers and stuff to the general public and medical marijuana in the back. It was crazy, honestly. But yeah, it was the second police raid, so there it is for 10 points. Gee, I forgot, what's the name of your team? Uh-oh.
Cannabinoid receptors.
The cannabinoid receptors. All right.
Remember that one.
And do you guys have any idea of a name you're going to use here? The endocannabinoids. Alrighty. We'll have to get into that a bit later.
I should have thought of something.
So we got the cannabinoid receptors against the endocannabinoids, and that is pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
I'll get to it maybe in a bit, but I'm going to jump right through. There's law that the federal government wants to pass, even though statistically our drug laws, or sorry, our crime rate is going